slender, golden, illustrious bananas as far as the eye can see. My empire will be built upon the foundation of the banana tree, and even though the Ottomans technically don't have a banana plantation of their own, thankfully Great Britain is gracious enough to allow us to build all the bananas we want in India. Now, this might sound like the rantings of a madman, but when you see the government dividends and the reinvestment outcomes from those plantations, you will understand why I have gone bananas for them. Of course, before we begin, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment so this video is not lost in the ether. I'd also like to take a moment to thank my insane number of Patreon and YouTube Premium members. The list is terrifyingly long now, but I appreciate the support, guys. You are all truly kings. Now, let's get into the video. Alright everybody, I'm gonna make this very concise, and the reason why is because this is technically my third recording. There's just one problem. I messed up the initial two recordings. I was not actually doing audio capture on them. Whoopsie daisy, that was a bit of a mistake now, wasn't it? So here's the sitch, my friends. Go into politics, go to government. You're gonna notice something very, very important here. We have a modernizer movement already, and they're already agitated. Perfect. Go to your government, take a look at that intelligentsia. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You don't have to change a thing yet. Go to your laws, go to serfdom, enact tenant farmers. Take a look at this. We already have a movement on it. Beautiful! Woohoo! Modernizers! You can bring in the armed forces and Sunnis now. Don't bother with the local governors. They're never going to help out. Just go to the armed forces, give them a political concession. Go to the Sunni, give them a political concession too. And then, I guess, enact this sick man of Europe. You're going to notice a bunch of opportunities here with the Tanzimat. My suggestion for the ones that you're going to want to fix are probably going to be the bureaucratic reform, army modernization, suppress separatism, and education reform. You could do urbanization. That one can be a little difficult. Reclaiming Syria requires you to be very, very aggressive, especially after the 4-year truce with the Egyptians disappears. I believe it's 4 years. Yes, it is in fact 4 years. When that goes away, you could take Syria, and it will be much easier to get the rest done. My suggestion is, if you're going to do that, ally with Britain first. In fact, my suggestion is to not only ally with Britain right out of the gate, get investment rights with them. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. You want these investment rights. There's a very important reason why. I will come back to that very, very soon. Just trust. You want this done. You want it done. You're going to come back to it if this doesn't work out. That 3% chance hits and you miss out. You're coming back to it. Now, let's talk about the Tanzimat here. Bureaucratic reform is probably the easiest one of these ones. Getting off hereditary and going to appointed bureaucrats is always a good idea. Going per capita taxation is something that you're going to be doing anyways. If you're not, you're kind of crazy. You're going to do this no matter what. This one's super easy. Army modernization is a little more difficult, but it's relatively easy. Just get Napoleonic warfare as a tech. Not that difficult. At the same time, raise your training on your production method, and that's it. That's really it. When it comes to suppressing separatism, you just sit there for 15 years. You don't actually do anything. You just prevent the uprisings from happening, and simple. When it comes to education reform, again, this one is much, much easier than it used to be. You start with quite a lot of authority nowadays, and it's relatively easy to just place it around. And, I mean, it's only 65 authority to place each one now. That's kind of wild, if you ask me. And once you get those down, maybe put a single road maintenance down. And very shortly, you're going to be over 20 literacy. Make sure you put down 5 universities on Dogu Trakya. Should be no problemo. Urbanization, a little bit more difficult. A little more on the difficult side, especially if you do the Reclaim Syria and you take all of the land, because that's more land that you're going to have to urbanize. This is probably the hardest one of the bunch. I rarely bother with this one, unless I'm absolutely desperate. But I rarely get stuck on laws anymore because concessions are amazing, and law commitments are actually kind of useful if you manage to drop your rank from great power to major power. You can do that as the Ottomans. I wouldn't suggest it unless you're desperate, though. But it is useful when you do need to. When it comes to the technology, my suggestion is to obviously go for stock exchange. You're going to probably want that, believe it or not, just to keep the cost of what you're building down. And then go for atmospheric engines, and then go for railways, and then you could probably go for Napoleonic warfare, or even army reserves and general staff if you really feel it. That's entirely up to you, my friends. You could probably make a play for empiricism as well, Not as important, believe it or not. You're going to get 20 literacy no matter what. You don't actually need empiricism. You can let it backfill at that point. Same with colonization. You're not going to drop down to unrecognized, so colonization is only useful for you for the sake of declared interest, or if you're going to go after Africa. That's really it. When it comes to currency standards, you're probably not going to be making a huge amount of money off of per capita taxation yet. You will be circling back for this later just to complete the Tanzimat, but again, it's not a priority. I'll leave that up to your judgment in that situation, okay, people? But when it comes to what you're going to build, obviously we start with construction goods. From there, you could probably do, I don't know, maybe logging camps and just, put them around in the relative area. Obviously, you want to start with a little bit of construction yourself, but there's a caveat. There's a very important caveat. Remember before I told you I wanted you to get a treaty for investment rights in Britain? Well, we're going to speed things up. We're going to unpause here. And did we get it? We got it. Now, we're going to go into the production lens. We're going to go to agriculture. And now we're going to click on bananas. I want to show you something very important here. Take a look at those earnings. Not particularly amazing. Not awe-inspiring, are they? Let's look around. Do we have anything else that's got good earnings for us? I guess cotton's okay. 1.2 is not bad. Livestock, no. Millet, no. Opium, no. Rice, it's okay. Silk, no. Sugar, we don't even have it. Tea, tobacco, vineyards, everything. We're going to go through everything. I'm not kidding. Everything. We're going to look at everything. Just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Everything seems to be averaging at maybe a maximum of 0.6. We have a few that are over 1. That's going to be logging, and it's going to be cotton, because that's part of our construction cycle at the beginning. The cotton stuff, the demand for cotton does go down relatively quickly, so make sure you're very careful about that. I would prefer that you just build logging at the beginning. Everything else, again, not amazing. Not amazing at all. You want to know what is amazing? Let's go back to bananas. Now, again, 0.52. Let's click abroad. Bing! And 2.6. 2.6. Why? Because India exploits their people. They're using the exploitation production method, and their wages are terrible, and they have a very big British market which demands fruit way more than you ever will. So, build it. Take a look at that. Take a look at it. Look how much we're building already. All bananas. The price rarely goes under 1.8 in the early game. It actually takes a while for the price to go under 1.8. Look at this. Look at this. Look how many we're building. And they're still over 2. In fact, generally, they stay over 2. And sometimes they even go way up. Just from the scaling alone. The scale of the building. Gets kind of crazy sometimes. You can go all the way up to like 5 in some cases. Like, we're just going to keep building in Northern Secures. And yeah, 3.45. Wild, right? Why wouldn't you want to build that? You can't really do the same with everything else. You can do a little bit with coffee. You can do a little bit with tobacco. Again, not bad. There's just one problem. Even if you do build them, the price does go down pretty precipitously and very quickly. Bananas, on the other hand, don't have that issue. These ones are kind of okay. Coffee's not bad. But the demand is not as big as bananas. Bananas are way bigger in demand. And that is why I suggest to people, go bananas.
Challenge given.
Now that we got India's investment rights, dude, that is amazing. Because guess what? They are ultra profitable. I mean, giga profitable for bananas. We are going banana crazy. This is banana heaven right now. Oh my goodness. Thank you, India, for that investment right. I love you so much. This is so good. So good. But while we're at it, we still have to give out our own foreign investment rights, trying to get people to build our construction cycle in for us. Otherwise, we're going to run into problems, and I think the reason why they're not building any construction cycle is because we did not swap off yet. We need to swap off more onto iron. Unfortunately, I think we already have a lot of iron already, but we're going to do it anyway. I kind of need iron to be in the 66 region, maybe even 75 region. Again, we need to make iron as profitable as possible for the other countries out there. And we're not super duper profitable, but we might be profitable enough. And that's all that we need. So we're just going to keep looking around. I think we got all these German states up here that we're going to try to lure into becoming our lovely investors. Please show me love, my friend. Literally, the moment we got interventionism, the government dividends, they triple. They don't double. You would think that they double. For some reason, they triple. They triple. They go from 1,600 to freaking 5,900. That is huge. The investment pool barely gets touched. In fact, I think the investment pool gets better. Look at that. It's 10,000 now. Yeah, we are crushing. We are crushing. We are building as many bananas as we can in India. The only problem is we're going to run out of pages here, but I'm going to try to lock up as much of India as we can before they kick us out. I mean, lock them up. We are locking them up as much as we can without hitting our cap on the pages. Because again, if you go over the cap on the pages, you will get penalized. You'll get that silly unhappy face that really kind of ruins it. So be very careful when you do this. But we're locking up as much as we can, and I mean as much as we can. And we're going to try to build as much as we can before it's too late. And again, bananas are hyper profitable. I mean insanely hyper profitable. So you kind of want those bananas ASAP. I might even get rid of the coffee plantations. I'm going to let Egypt fail. I don't care about Egypt stuff anymore. Egypt, I don't need you anymore. Why would I need Egypt? Okay, people, I don't need Egypt anymore. You want to know what we need instead? We need more buildings in India. We want more buildings. I'm going to get rid of everything that's not India at this point. I'm not even kidding. That is how profitable bananas are right now. I'm getting rid of everything that's not India. And we're going to go back to building in India. Okay, India. Where is India? Another banana plantation. Oh my gosh. Heavenly bananas. Heavenly. Okay, what are we at for the pages? 44. We got a little more to go. 2, 3, and woof. Woof. We're going crazy on bananas, my boys. We're at 49. I think we're going to stop here so we don't hit the cap. Yeah, this is wild, brothers. This is wild. But again, bananas. Look at how profitable these suckers are. Look at that reinvestment already. We haven't built any construction cycle stuff yet, and we are this ridiculously powerful. And they're actually building. It says 5 foreign queues. I can't see them all right now because of the bug, but I'm willing to bet that they are mines. I'm willing to bet that they are mines. So we're getting construction cycle stuff made cheaper from other people's foreign investments in us while we build nothing but money. We're just building pure cash in bananas. And I think the reason why our government dividends went down so much is because we have a bureaucracy shortfall, and that's costing us on the government dividends. So we're going to have to fix that. That is something that definitely has to be corrected.
Challenge accepted.
This is the reason why I build the way that I build. This is the reason why I'm not building my own iron mines. I know it's not a huge amount of construction, but I mean, it does add up. And this is really good. This is really good. We do have some plantations being made on us. I guess I forgot to fill it up. Damn. I kind of took a few off just for the sake of filling up the queue with everything with India. Maybe we'll have to put it back on just to get rid of it. Is there anything in my land? Oh my god, we got so much in our land that we are not filling up now because of us building in India. But believe it or not, I'd rather they build the plantations in my country and not make a whole heck of a lot of money doing it. But I will be building in India and making a ridiculous amount of money doing it. And I do mean ridiculous. This number every year is going to skyrocket. And look at that, 30,000 reinvestment, 13,000 just from bananas. This gets crazy quickly. Now, here we go. We got Egypt coming for us. We are declining their desire to be free. Unfortunately, this time, Austria can't even see us for some reason. I guess they don't have a declared interest with us anymore. But thankfully, Britain can see us, and we are going to bring in Britain. We're going to bring in, I guess, Sweden. Why not? We only really need Britain. Russia isn't even helping. It's the Netherlands helping. That's kind of wild. But before we do anything, we need to do a return state, and I guess it's going to have to be the most expensive one. I guess, is that Palestine or is it Aleppo? I think it might be Aleppo. We'll do Aleppo, and that'll be good enough. And then we can bring in Britain. Britain, call in my ally. Let's go. Do we need Sweden? That's a good question. For now, we're going to try to bring in as many of our return states as possible. And if we have any left, then we're going to bring in Sweden. And we actually have enough. So we are bringing in Sweden. Click, click, beautiful. Damn, this is going to be a very easy war. I am quite happy with that. I could have puppeted them. That is way too expensive. Although we're not really doing anything except that. But I can't puppet them because nobody has put a challenge in yet for me to puppet them. They did, however, put in a challenge for me to take the Levant. So we now have to take the Levant. And you want to know what's really funny about this war? Because Russia's not helping and Britain is, I don't have to fight. I don't have to raise my conscripts. Everybody's asking me, why don't I bother building up my army? And the reason why is because I don't need to. Because if we just ignore Russia, they never attack you. We could just pretend we don't even exist. Let them do all the fighting for us. We got bananas to build. What? You want me to help fight? What is this shenanigans? Me? Help? Never! Never gonna happen in a million years. I got iron mines to build. I've got bananas to build. Why would I ever help you guys fight my own war? You're crazy. I will never help fight my own war. No, I got bananas, baby. So, poor Egypt is not coming back from this one. I didn't raise a single troop. I'm actually setting up to do another challenge and take Aceh and Sayak here. And just, Egypt is just gone. And I'm taking all of the Levant. So that's actually going to be an entire challenge done right now. Wow, we're just completely slaughtering the challenges right away, baby. Well, would you look at that? I did the Tanzimat while I was busy telling stories to my chat. And yeah, it's over. Wow, that was really quick. I wasn't intending to do that, but I guess now we're going to go for our challenge to get Presidential Republic out of the way. That is not going to be an easy one to get, though. But we're going to put the effort in. Whether or not it works is another story. But we're going to put the effort in. That's really all I can tell you. The reason why we have already caught up to our GDP is because banana plantations, man. I love banana plantations so much. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. The amount of money that we are getting from India banana plantations is bonkers. Yes, we're still getting 2,000 each. Even after all this time, we are still getting about 2,000 each. Kinda wild. I am bananas for bananas.
Challenge given.
I'm not gonna lie. That might be the best Canadian flag I've ever seen in my life. I love it. That is fan-flippantastic. I hope they win. I really hope they win. I can't help them, but I hope they win. Damn it, I failed public schools again. I give up. I'm going frickin' religious. I am sick and tired of waiting. Just get the schools out. We can change to public later, if we get a chance to later. For now, I just don't care. I just don't care. Get this done. You know what? 10 years, they get a boost. I'm going to give that to them. Yeah, it's going to cost me a lot of bureaucracy, but damn, that is a nice boost for the intelligentsia. Hell yeah, brother.
A new challenge has entered the arena.
Now we are getting the Ottoman Tobacco Company. Oh boy, what else can I get? Opium. Oh, dearie me. I would love that very much. So let's get that opium set up right now. Guess we can kill those off. And now, Mr. Opium. Boom. And Mr. Tobacco. Which one? I guess tobacco first. We'll do tobacco and then opium. Now that we got Ingria, I think that's going to be it for the Russians. I don't believe they're going to be able to come back from this one. And we are going to take all of the challenges from them. Let's go. What a foolish war that was, Russia. Why would you ever attack me? And we got almost enough money to nationalize everything. Like, almost enough money here. Let's see here. What do we got to get rid of? We got to get rid of the Ottoman-owned and 12 million. We're at 9 million right now. Let's do this. Let's bring some down right now. 9.8. Oh, we got enough. Let's do it. Wow. Wow. That is a great use of gold reserves. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But we are doing fan-flippantastic on that front, boys. We are doing fan-flippin-tastic. We are still making way too much money. I will have to correct that eventually, but right now, the reason why is because of the disparity in construction. I'm going to fix that by building more bananas, although I think the price of them has gone down. Yes, it has. We have built so many bananas, we have driven the price down. Whoopsie daisy. But you want to know what hasn't been driven down yet? Coffee and tobacco. Maybe tea. Tea is looking even better. Okay, we're going to do tea first. Whoops, no, I don't want to build it in West Bengal. I might have to build some railways in West Bengal for them. I'm going to do that just so that my investments are profitable. Because I'm not happy with them not making a huge amount of money for me. I would like more money. Oh, no, I don't want 10 in Bulgaria. I don't want them to learn how to read, because then they might turn against me. We can't have that. How dare you, Bulgaria? How dare you? No, only in Turkey. Only in Turkey.
Challenge issued.
So, I'm allowed to play 100% ultra tall in this run. But here's the thing. In my rule set, I'm allowed to buy whatever state I want, and Britain is willing to sell it to me. So I'm going to buy Chinese land from Britain. This is amazing. This is the best thing ever. The question is, how much am I going to have to pay for this one? Quite a bit, I imagine. 6,999. Okay, we're kind of there. What if I give you like a tariff for subvention? Would that work? Yes, it would. You want my subvention on hardwood as well? Yes, you do. Well, I believe we just got a crisis contained. We did finish the Great Eastern Crisis just like we planned. Beautiful. Look at all that leverage that we're getting now. Look at everything that we get for 15 years. A little more legitimacy. Yay, we can raise our taxes now. Quite nicely, in fact. Beautiful. 63, we can go another one. Do I want to go another one? Yes, I do, because I want that money. And we're still over 50 for technocracy. Oh my goodness. Everything is looking up Millhouse right now. And I mean looking up. And what we're going to do at this time is put down even more, promote national values. Everybody is going to be Turkish when I'm done.
Challenge given.
You know what? I'm actually going to let the absolutists go crazy here. I'm going to let them pop. Yeah, let's force the absolutist movement to pop. Why? Because we have so many allies here. We have a lot of allies, my friending. And because we have so many allies, we're going to destroy them. Call my Austrian ally in. Can I pull you in, India? Yes, I can. Sure. Sure. Let us bring in Spain. No, we don't need Spain. Whatever. We could bring in Egypt, though, just for fun. Nah, I'm not transferring any states. Be that way. I don't really need you guys anymore because even with what I have right now, we're going to win. Like, look at the difference in numbers. This is wild, man. And we have no stall left. What is going on with the liberal movement, though? Where did my liberal movement go? How come, oh, they're still there. I just lost. I got a freaking 15% stall. Damn. That is unfortunate, but everything else is very, very fortunate. Yes, we're literally killing the landowners with this war. And we're not even fighting. Maybe I should send some troops in. Just to make it go quicker. Should I send them all in? Do I want to... Where's the capital anyway? Which one's the capital? We're just going to take the capital and end this right away. Yeah, there's your capital. We're going to send all of our troops in and crush that capital ASAP. Well, I'd like to remind you guys that Egypt is not coming back from this. And we have a new challenge to take Greece. So I have to take Greece. I have to take Aceh. I have to take Syak. Okay, we got a little work to do, boys. And not a whole heck of a lot of infamy to play with, to be honest. Maybe I should start rivaling people again, but I don't have anybody to rival. Oh no. Oh no. We're too friendly, that's the problem. We got too many friends, man. I can get rid of that embargo with Montenegro. Yeah, let's do that right now. And the embargo, we don't need it on Montenegro anymore. What else can I get rid of? Do I have any other embargoes? With Russia, let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. That can go away. That saves up a little bit. That's not bad. That's not bad. I can, no, we're going to keep making friends with Britain. I'm not touching that one. That is going to go all the way up to 100% here. Yeah. I need them to love me. For what we're doing. Yes. Yes.
Now, who can I kick out? Probably the land bros. Kick you out. I'm surprised you guys are even in this running. Oh, kick out the petite bourgeoisie. And we're over 25%. Let's go. No more radicals from that. And at the same time, we're still getting 54% on graduated taxation. Let's go. Now, are you willing to give in? 5% to go. Okay, well, okay, there we go. We got it already. Beautiful. Now we got Crete, which means we got another challenge done, and it's already incorporated. So, neat. That is beautiful. All right, I'm going to take Greece on now. We are going to annex Greece, and that is all. Ooh, we're going to end up fighting Russia, but I also have to take Kars, don't I? I have to take Kars and Dobruja to complete all of my challenges. So, do I want to wait for Greece to be dumb enough to attack me again, or should I just kill them?
Challenge accepted.
Now, once we get Oman, we're going to own all of Arabia, and that's going to be another challenge done. We're going to have to go for Greece, though. And unfortunately, Britain took Syak before I can. I kind of goofed that one up. I think that's going to be a failure. And at the same time, I don't think homesteading is going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen here. I don't even have a peasant movement. So, yeah. Well, how are you supposed to even try to enact it without a peasant movement then? I don't think it's going to happen. So we're looking at 2 failures in this run now. That's very, very unfortunate. I should have been a little more careful for this run, but unfortunately we wanted to get it done as fast as humanly possible. And that is the cost. That is the unfortunate, unvarnished cost. Oh my goodness. Greece literally was dumb enough to attack me. Right after I stated we were not going to get Greece until I got trench warfare. And now, I should be able to pull in at least 1 or 2 of my allies in defense mode. And only Russia and Spain are going to help them. So, damn, brother. Damn. Can I get Britain to help me? They only have sortie boys in office. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try putting only the sortie boys in. Maybe it'll help. Yeah, it actually did. Damn, okay. Nice. Okay, so we got Britain on side. Beautiful. We're going to have Sweden on side, but first I want to make sure I take over all of Greece. And we did. So, that is it. Who else can we get? Can we... Oh, we can get Germany on side. Okay, can you get out of the way, that pop-up? That's kind of annoying. Yeah, you want investment rights on Russia? You get investment rights on Russia. Is that a frickin' coup? Oh my god, really? Am I getting hit by a coup right now? Wow. Wow. Marshal Nuri. Marshal Nuri. Marshal Nuri. Who's Nuri? Nuri. Is that him? Nuri Pasha? I don't think it was Nuri Pasha. No, it wasn't. Blah, 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 blah. I can't pronounce that. There he is. Kick him out. And is that going to help with the coup? Kinda, sorta, but not really. But we should actually have the ability to make an army over in the middle of nowhere, and we're going to transfer him down to the middle of nowhere. And you can go there, buddy. And now, almost got the coup under control. What is my legitimacy at right now? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. But we can fix that right away. And that should kill it. Yeah, minus 17, let's go. Now, I need to build some things, and what I'm going to build is a lot of Shrappy boys. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Part of the challenge is I got to take... I think I gotta take Dobruja. Where's Dobruja? Where's Dobruja? Russian Dobruja. I can give that to Moldavia, and that still counts. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna give it to Moldavia, and I guess Kars. Can I afford Kars? Where is Kars? I don't even see Kars on the list. No, I don't see Kars anywhere. Am I passing it? Where's it called? Russian Kars. Oh, right here. Okay, we got Russian cars. Oh my god, we got everything done except for, unfortunately, we didn't get all of Andy's done. I'm sorry, Andy. I'm sorry. Did I literally just pull... Wow, I just pulled Belgium into the war. Ha! We are kind of ganging up on them. Are they going to back down? I don't know if they're going to back down, though. I don't think they will. I think they're going to actually make the play. But thankfully, Russia is going to give up very shortly, so that will help me at least. I mean, they're at minus... Oh, wait, are we there? Is it over? Yes, it's over. And we got all of Greece now. Yay, that's another one done. Let's freaking go. I I will probably need a lot of tax right now, and the reason why is because I kind of want to incorporate those states, even though we're not really going to be using them. We're still going to incorporate them, and oh my gosh, I got other states to incorporate. Yes, I do. I forgot to incorporate these states. No, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. No point in waiting, getting those numbers up, baby. Let's go. Let's go. But what I need to do is get more government admin out here in the meantime. Now, what can I do about this? No. I might have to buy this off of Great Britain. Is that going to be enough? I actually don't know. Once we get landfall, boom, there we go. Now, delete all the troops. Bring them all in. Beautiful. Now we're going to splinter off our attack group again. And we're going to use them for a naval invasion. We have 74. What is that? 37 each? I believe so. So we're going to do 37 and 37. Do we even have 37? I think we do. Let's see here. We actually do have 37. Wow, I got a lot of Shrapi boys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, use you to take Yawa, which I believe is their capital, and that will end this war. Once we take Yawa, it's all Ogre, and they will not be able to win, although they're not going to be able to push us back now. We actually have a lot of damaging people here now. We're going to be able to push them through no matter what, even if we can't naval invade and take it, although it looks like we're going to be able to naval invade and take it to end this quicker. Good, good, good. Beyond that, no, our GDP is not amazing. I'm sorry, guys, that was not one of the main focal points of this run. Mainly, the focal point of this run was trying to prove the value of bananas. And unfortunately, debt spending is pretty necessary at the end of the day, but my goodness, did I ever make a sexy investment pool. So I'm going to have to find a way to merge debt spending and banana creation together into a perfect run. So that's going to take a little experimentation, I think, but we are going to work towards it, and it is going to be beautiful when it works. I mean beautiful. As for, oh, we got Trenchy boys. Let's go. Let's upgrade those guys right now. I don't even need any of the conscripts. Just give me the trench. Give me the trench. In fact, get rid of the conscripts right now. We don't need them anymore. They're just kind of in the way and they're preventing you from upgrading. So go away, trenchies. I need my trenchies. Upgrade to trenchy now. Do it, do it, do it. And now, yeah, we're definitely going to crush them now. And what's going on here? Do we have 100%? Yes, we do have 100% of the war goals because all we're doing is taking Aceh. I'm not even kidding. All we're taking is Aceh and a humiliation, and that's it. So this is going to go super duper quick. Super duper quick. Good, good, good. In fact, they might even give up. They might even let me take the piece. In fact, I can give up the humiliation. I don't need humiliation. Just need Aceh, and we're done. I just want Aceh. There we go. We got Aceh. That is the final challenge that we're going to be able to do. Can I still get homelanding or homesteading? No. It's impossible. It's impossible. I would need a land, what's it called? A land reformer to get, and I can't get a land reformer because we're not going multiculturalism in this run. So yeah, my laws are so ass backwards, I can't actually get homesteading. So that one is a failure. Sorry guys, I really did try. I really did. I actually did try, but unfortunately I ran out of time and I got every other challenge done. We got Presidential Republic, we got Syria, we got Crete, we got Technocracy, we got Aceh, we got Colonial Resettlement, and we made a colony. We got Turkish Congo over here. We got Bessarabia from Russia. We got Finland. We got Greece. We got all of Arabia, excluding the Trucial states, which was included, by the way. I'm just not going to put that in the video. But yeah, we got everything. We got everything except for homesteading. So that was 12. I failed 1 plus 11. So 103 and I failed 9. 103 and I failed 9. Damn. Or no, 113 and I failed 9. So I got 102 victories and no, 104 victories and 113 in total. Wild. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. Look at that GDP. That is not perfect. I could have done it perfectly, but to do that, I would need a workforce ratio. And we're stuck on technocracy because of a challenge, which means no workforce ratio, people. We could go women in the workplace, but it's not ideal. I figured at this point it'd probably be better just go for population if you're going to run all the way through. at that situation, you might as well go population and try to get some migrations going with a higher standard of living. That will take a lot of time, unfortunately, and I'm not playing the final 29 years. I'm sorry, people. I'm just not. I'm cooked. Beyond that, when it comes to our institutions, they're fine. We couldn't get a better health system, unfortunately. Not yet, anyhow. For the laws that we got done, there are a lot of challenges on this run. A lot of challenges. But we got everything done, thankfully. When it comes to our population growth, it is starting to get good. We're just now getting to the 2 million range. We actually have a lot of Turks already. 33.6 million Turks. That's kind of wild considering. And it's only going to get better because we have been promoting like crazy. In fact, we have more Turks in Albania than Albanians. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. It's kind of like that with almost every state. I'm willing to bet if I brought up the cultural overview, wow, look at that. Turks are just overpowering everybody. Except for the Mashariki, we didn't bother with them. But yeah, we are starting to overpower everybody. Just take a look at this. 1.1 million, we almost got double Bulgarians. 600, ooh, that's a scary number. 1 million here, we got almost double the Greeks. Like, wild. Absolute wild numbers. Like, look at this. 310,000. We're almost catching up to the Greeks on Thessalia. Yeah, it's Macedonia, we got more Greeks. That's kind of wild. Yeah, we did work. But, again, ran out of time, my friends. But you want to know what's really impressive for this run? For 1907, 2.58 million reinvestment. That is definitely going in the thumbnail. But that's going to be it for tonight, my friends. I am cooked, and this was a fun run. A heck of a lot better than the original Ottoman run, that's for sure. So I guess I can't whine about the Ottomans in the future. Good. But we have an Israeli run going on Monday now instead of Greenland. That again is getting pushed back. We'll do that on Wednesday now. Sorry guys, people are paying me to play these guys. I have to do them. So there. That's all there is to it. Anyhow, that is it for the stream. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching this far if you have already, because you guys truly are kings if you have. I do appreciate each and every single one of you, including all of my wonderful donators. You guys help keep the lights on, and I do mean that. I appreciate it. I mean it. That is going to be it for me tonight. Make sure to give your loved ones an extra hug tonight if you haven't already. And beyond that, hail Hydra Cat, end stream.